आप सभी दोस्तों को मेरा नमस्कार and a warm welcome to you all in my today's current affairs video. Today we will discuss 15 most important questions from the Hindu newspaper from 22 August 2020 to 28 August 2020. Read and listen these questions very carefully and note down the important points from the questions. So let's begin with our first question of the day. Question 1. Nuakhai Juhar festival is also known as Nuakhai Parab or Nuakhai Bhet Ghat is celebrated recently in which state of India? आपको बताना है कि नुआखाई जुहार एक फेस्टिवल है जिसे नुआखाई परब और नुआखाई भेंट घाट के नाम से भी जाना जाता है। ये हाल ही में किस स्टेट में मनाया गया है? ऑप्शन ए झारखंड, ऑप्शन बी उड़ीसा, ऑप्शन सी छत्तीसगढ़, ऑप्शन डी बिहार। सो द राइट आंसर फॉर दिस इज ऑप्शन बी उड़ीसा। Nuakhai is specially celebrated to welcome the new crops of the season. Farmers, they offer the first produce from their lands to goddess Samaleshwari. Samaleshwari is a famous mother goddess of Sambalpur district of Odisha. It is having Nuakhai is a combination of two words which signifies eating of new rice, as Nua means new and Khai means eat. This festival is especially celebrated in the western Odisha and the southern Chhattisgarh and the adjoining areas of the Simdega, Jharkhand. Question 2. Recently, fire broke out in an underground Sri Sailam hydroelectric power station, resulting in the loss of lives. In which state of India this power station is situated? हाल ही में आपने सुना होगा एक अंडरग्राउंड हाइड्रोइलेक्ट्रिक पावर स्टेशन है जिसका नाम है श्री साइलम, जिसमें आग लग गई थी, फायर ब्रोक आउट हो गया था, काफी लोगों की जान गई थी। तो आपको बताना है कि उस स्टेट का नाम क्या है जहां पर ये पावर स्टेशन है। ऑप्शन ए आंध्र प्रदेश, ऑप्शन बी केरला, ऑप्शन सी कर्नाटका, ऑप्शन डी तेलंगाना। सो द राइट आंसर फॉर दिस इज ऑप्शन डी तेलंगाना। In this image you can see the power plant, the hydroelectric power plant of Telangana where the fire broke out. This is the place over the river Krishna in the Nallamala hills. Let's move to question 3. What is true about One Sun, One Word and One Grid project? One Sun, One Word and One Grid project के बारे में क्या सही है? Option A, it is a transnational electricity grid supplying solar power project. Option B, the project receives technical assistance from the World Bank. Option C, it focuses on framework to facilitate global cooperation, building global ecosystem. Option D, all of the above. So the right answer for this is option D, all of the above. The One Sun, One Word and One Grid, the government of India has called for a bid to roll out the One Sun, One Word and One Grid plan, and this project especially will provide a strategic rebalance in favor of India, and it will control increasing Chinese dominance in the Asian subcontinent and will provide a better alternative to the developing countries, as you must be knowing about the China's attempt to co-opt the countries into One Belt One Road initiative, under which the investment of billions of dollars in infrastructure project and including railways, ports and power grids across Asia, Africa and Europe is going on. So India's this effort will counter China's this policy to dominate the Asian subcontinent. This plan is especially the brainchild of our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. Question 4. Former Finance Secretary Rajiv Kumar is appointed as the Election Commissioner of India. What is true about the Office of Election Commission of India? हाल ही में जो फॉर्मर फाइनेंस सेक्रेटरी रहे हैं राजीव कुमार, उनको इलेक्शन कमिश्नर के तौर पे नियुक्त किया गया है। तो आपको बताना है कि इलेक्शन कमीशन का जो ऑफिस है उसके बारे में नीचे दिए गए ऑप्शंस में से क्या सही है। ऑप्शन 1, the Election Commission of India is a self-governing constitutional body which oversees the election process in India as a part of the constitution. The Election Commission of India consists of a chief election commissioner and 4 other election commissioners. Option 3, as per Article 324 of the Constitution, Election Commission of India has supervisory and directional control of the complete election process of the Parliament, legislature of every state and to the office of President and the Vice President of India. Option 4, Chief Election Commissioner and the election commissioners hold their office for a period of 5 years or up to the age of 62 years, whichever is first. The options are option A, only 1, option B, both 2 and 4, option C, both 1 and 3, option D, all 1, 2, 3 and 4. So the right answer for this is option 1 and 3. Option 2, the Election Commission of India consists of the Chief Election Commissioner and not 4, there are only 2 election commissioners of India, and the chief election commissioner and the election commissions hold their office for a period of 6 years and up to the age of 65 years, whichever is earlier. Moving on to question number 5. The Gorumara National Park was recently in news for illegal poaching of bison Indian gaur. Where is this national park situated? गोरुमारा नेशनल पार्क, जिसमें इंडियन गौर जिसे बाइसन भी बोलते हैं उसको पोच किया जा रहा था, तो आपको बताना है कि ये नेशनल पार्क किस जगह स्थित है. ऑप्शन ए दीमापुर डिस्ट्रिक्ट नागालैंड, ऑप्शन बी जलपाईगुड़ी डिस्ट्रिक्ट वेस्ट बंगाल, ऑप्शन सी डिब्रूगढ़ डिस्ट्रिक्ट आसाम, ऑप्शन डी बालासोर डिस्ट्रिक्ट उड़ीसा. सो द राइट आंसर फॉर दिस इज ऑप्शन B. Jalpaiguri district of West Bengal. This was the article in the newspaper. Sniffer dog cracks his first case, bison poaching in West Bengal. In this picture you can see the Gorumara National Park image. The Gorumara National Park is located in the eastern Himalayas. Question 6. People from which particularly vulnerable tribal group in Odisha has recently tested positive for COVID-19? आपको बताना है कि उड़ीसा की किस जनजाति को, जो कि पर्टिकुलरली वल्नरेबल ट्राइबल ग्रुप के अंडर आता है, को हाल ही में कोरोना पॉजिटिव पाया गया है. ऑप्शन ए बोंडा, ऑप्शन बी बिरहोर, ऑप्शन सी हिलकरिया, ऑप्शन डी कोंड. सो राइट आंसर फॉर दिस इज ऑप्शन ए बोंडा. See, in this image you can see one female from the Bonda tribe of Odisha. Here are the important key points about the Bonda tribe, and you can see there are only 75 particularly vulnerable tribal groups in India, out of which 13 are found in Odisha. See how important Odisha is from the point of view of these tribals. And here I have given a few important points about particularly vulnerable tribe groups of India, so you can have a watch. And this was the article in the newspaper. Virus breaches another wall, 4 Bondas test positive. Question 7. The proposed DNA technology used in applications regulation bill 2019 provides for the data maintenance for which of these categories? आपको बताना है कि जो proposed DNA टेक्नोलॉजी रेगुलेशन बिल है 2019 का, वो दी गई कैटेगरीज, दिए गए ऑप्शंस में से किन कैटेगरीज के लिए इसका यूज किया जाना है. ऑप्शन ए अ क्राइम सीन, ऑप्शन 2 अ सस्पेक्ट अंडर ट्रायल और ऑफेंडर, ऑप्शन 3 अ मिसिंग पर्सन, ऑप्शन 4 an unknown deceased person, ऑप्शन 5 all people aged above 60. So आपको बताना है इन दिए गए स्टेटमेंट्स में से कौन से सही हैं. A only 2 3 4 5, B only 1 2 3, C only 1 2 3 4, and D all 1 2 3 4 and 5. The right answer for this is option C, only 1 2 3 and 4. So the DNA technology which is still under proposal has categorized a crime scene, a suspect under trial, and an offender, and a missing person, unknown deceased person, to maintain a data. So जो DNA टेक्नोलॉजी रेगुलेशन है उसने इन 4 कैटेगरी को शामिल किया है डेटा मेंटेनेंस के लिए, जिनका DNA सैंपल प्रिजर्व किया जाएगा. एंड दिस वाज द न्यूज. The DNA bill can be misused, flags draft report. See, these are the important key highlights of the DNA bill 2019. And here are the few concerns about the DNA bill 2019. Question 8. Recently, India's longest passenger ropeway has been unveiled. It is built over which river? हाल ही में इंडिया का longest passenger rope का उद्घाटन हुआ है. आपको बताना है वो किस रिवर के ऊपर बना हुआ है. ऑप्शन ए ब्रह्मपुत्र गुवाहाटी, ऑप्शन बी गंगा प्रयागराज, ऑप्शन सी महानदी उड़ीसा, ऑप्शन डी गोदावरी कर्नाटका. तो इसका सही आंसर है ऑप्शन ए ब्रह्मपुत्र रिवर गुवाहाटी. You can see in the image, this is the ropeway that has been built over the Brahmaputra river, which is at around 1.8 kilometers long and is described by the state government as the longest passenger river ropeway of India. And this was the article in the newspaper. Guwahati gets India's longest river ropeway. Question 9. France has deployed its military in the eastern Mediterranean Sea amid tensions between which 2 Mediterranean countries over recently discovered gas reserves? हाल ही में फ्रांस ने अपनी मिलिट्री को डिप्लॉय किया है ईस्टर्न मेडिटेरेनियन सी में. 2 मेडिटेरेनियन कंट्रीज हैं, उनके बीच में जो गैस रिजर्व्स को लेकर टेंशंस हुए हैं, उस वजह से फ्रांस ने अपनी मिलिट्री डिप्लॉय किया है. तो आपको बताना है वो 2 कंट्रीज कौन सी हैं. ऑप्शन ए ग्रीस एंड इजिप्ट, ऑप्शन बी ग्रीस एंड लीबिया, option C Turkey and Greece, option D Cyprus and Israel. So the right answer for this is option C Turkey and Greece. This was the article in the newspaper. Turkey says it will hold military drills in the East Mediterranean. Question 10. Kerala is to set up India's first international women trade center. What is true about this trade center? केरला भारत का सबसे पहला इंटरनेशनल वुमेन ट्रेड सेंटर खोलने जा रहा है, तो आपको बताना है कि उस सेंटर के बारे में दिए गए ऑप्शंस में से क्या सही है. ऑप्शन ए, इट विल एक्सिलरेट वुमेन एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप. ऑप्शन बी, इट विल एनेबल वुमेन एंटरप्रेन्योर्स टू पार्टिसिपेट in international trade, enhance their competitiveness, and enjoy greater economic benefits. Option C, it will dedicate space to women to promote arts and culture forms such as music, dance, and theatre. Option D, all of the above. So the right answer for this is option D, all of the above. These all options are correct in regard to International Women Trade Center. Here you can see the map of Kerala, and this center is going to be opened in Kozhikode, Kerala. Question 11. Which state of India has recently passed resolution to bring the state under Schedule 6 of Indian Constitution? हाल ही में किस राज्य ने अपने राज्य को इंक्लूड करने की डिमांड की है? ऑप्शन ए उत्तराखंड, ऑप्शन बी तेलंगाना, ऑप्शन सी वेस्ट बंगाल, ऑप्शन डी अरुणाचल प्रदेश. So the right answer for this is option D, Arunachal Pradesh. See here in this image you can see the schedules of the Indian Constitution. There are 12 schedules in the Indian Constitution, and the sixth one is the administration and the control of tribal areas in the state of Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram. These four states are included in the sixth schedule, and Arunachal Pradesh, being the northeastern state, has demanded that the state should be included in the list of Schedule 6. See, here are the short notes about the 6th schedule of India. It deals with the administration of the tribal areas in the four northeastern states of Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram. And you can read the key provisions. Question 12. Russia recently released a 59-year-old video of world's largest hydrogen bomb named Tsar Bomba being tested. Which of these countries has not conducted any tests of a hydrogen bomb? कुछ दिन पहले ही रशिया ने एक वीडियो जारी किया है जो 59 इयर्स ओल्ड है, और उसमें यूएसएसआर ने जब हाइड्रोजन बॉम्ब का टेस्ट किया था उसका एक वीडियो रिलीज किया है. तो आपको बताना है कि दिए गए ऑप्शंस में से किस कंट्री ने हाइड्रोजन बॉम्ब को टेस्ट नहीं किया है. ऑप्शन ए यूएसए, ऑप्शन बी इंडिया, ऑप्शन सी चाइना, ऑप्शन डी फ्रांस. सो द राइट आंसर फॉर दिस इज ऑप्शन बी इंडिया. Those countries which have successfully conducted the hydrogen bomb test are USA, China, France, Britain and Russia. No other country apart from these five have not conducted any hydrogen bomb test. Question 13. Recently, in which northeastern state of India UPSPA extended for next 6 months? हाल ही में किस नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न स्टेट में UPSPA को एक्सटेंड किया गया है 6 महीने के लिए? Option A, Nagaland, option B, Assam, option C, Manipur, option D, Sikkim. So the right answer for this is option B, Assam. So UPSPA is known for Armed Forces Special Powers Act. आर्मी को स्पेशल पावर्स दी गई हैं आर्म फोर्सेस स्पेशल एक्ट्स के तहत. In simple terms, UPSPA gives armed forces the power to maintain public order in disturbed areas. In these notes, you can see Armed Forces Special Powers Act. Here is the details about UPSPA. What does UPSPA mean and what are the powers given? Question 14. What is true about National Human Rights Commission, NHRC? National Human Rights Commission के बारे में क्या सही है? Option A, NHRC is India's constitutional body established on 12 October 1993. 2. It is a watchdog of human rights in the country, the rights related to life, liberty, equality and dignity of the individual guaranteed by the Constitution. 3. NHRC is multi-member body which consists of chairman and 7 other members. 4. NHRC can make recommendations with the power to enforce decision. आपको बताना है इनमें से सही स्टेटमेंट्स क्या हैं. ऑप्शन ए बोथ 1 and 4, ऑप्शन बी बोथ 2 and 3, ऑप्शन सी only 2, ऑप्शन डी all 1, 2, 3, 4. So the right answer for this is option B, 2 and 3. What is not true about these option first and 4 is NHRC of India is a statutory body. Option 4, NHRC can make recommendations, yes, but it is not having the power to enforce the decision. Finally, the last question of the day. The WWF Kerala unit has joined hands with the Society for Ordonate Studies (SOS) and Thambipuram for the first ever state dragonfly festival in Kerala named Thambi Mahotsavam 2020. Which of these is official mascot of the festival? केरला की एक यूनिट है WWF केरला यूनिट. इसने सोसाइटी ऑफ ओडोनोट स्टडीज के साथ मिलके एक फेस्टिवल को ऑर्गेनाइज किया है जिसे थम्बी महोत्सव 2020 का नाम दिया गया है, जो कि राज्य का पहला ड्रैगन फ्लाई फेस्टिवल होगा. तो आपको बताना है कि इस फेस्टिवल का ऑफिशियल जो मैस्कट है वो क्या है. ऑप्शन ए पंटालू, ऑप्शन बी अप्पू, ऑप्शन सी रूबीगुला, ऑप्शन डी गोकू. सो द राइट आंसर फॉर दिस इज ऑप्शन ए पंटालू. Here you can see the official mascot of this festival, Pantalu. So that's all for today. We will be meeting next week with new questions and new video. Please do like and share my videos and do subscribe to support my efforts. Thank you so much for watching.